What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the newly named Just SpitBallin Show.
Love it.
This is Sports Talk. This week, I am Harry Hancock. This week, we have Dan Corbett with me.
Hello.
And back from his little sickness.
What's up, guys?
From last week is Elijah DeVore.
What's going on?
The man, the myth, the legend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So,
today's show is going to be so focused on the NBA just because of what is happening. Football's kind of taking a back seat, being the off season. Hockey right now is crap. Baseball's getting revved up, but the NBA is in the thick of it. So the trade deadline just occurred. Not a ton of moves.
No, I thought there was going to be something else.
The biggest move was Nerlens Noel to the Mavericks for Andrew Bogut, Justin Anderson, and a conditional top 18 protected first-round pick. Now, if they fall outside or if they fall inside the 18, it becomes, you said,
second. It turns into a second-round pick.
Second-round pick
for 2017 and 18.
Oh, so it's both years if they're outside of that.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not too pleased with it. I'm a Sixers fan. I'm not a huge fan of it because of the fact that you have Nerlens and Okafor right now, and Nerlens was doing so much better than Okafor. I thought Nerlens could have been either a good complement to Embiid, starting maybe as a power forward, or coming off the bench, a solid backup player. Now, he probably didn't want that. His contract's coming to the end. He's going to want to get paid. Why would the Mavericks make this trade in the first place?
Do you want to go first?
I think it with the Mavericks, it's a little complicated because one, they still have Dirk Nowitzki, but everybody knows his career is coming to an end soon. So I think they're trying to build around Harrison Barnes. So first, obviously, you start with a big man. You need someone who could grab boards, who can run the floor, and if you watch Sixers basketball, Nerlens Noel, he can run the floor for a big man. I think his only weakness obviously is free throws, but I feel like he's a little too small for a power, not even a power forward, a center position. Yeah. Whereas Bogut, he's a veteran. He's been to the finals. He's a champion, and he's a solid rebounder, rim protector, and he could probably give you a good 9 points. But I don't know.
Now, I did hear this was a possibility that the Sixers are considering just buying out Bogut because he wouldn't fit in their system. Do you think that's going to be a possibility?
They're gonna buy out the contract. He can't stay on that part of the team. They can't stay on the team due to the fact that you have that you have Jahlil Okafor and Joel Embiid as your starting big man. Yeah. I mean, you could keep him around for for him to rotate in, but he's not going to be down for that, and the team's not going to even want to waste that much money on him because it's a different contract. So they're definitely not going to keep him. Definitely going to buy out his contract. But going back to what Dan was talking about, I understand the reason as to why they traded him, why they traded Nerlens, because with Okafor, he actually has a better offensive game than Nerlens Noel. Yeah. Him and Embiid, it's probably going to be, the Sixers are going to be a big man team. They're going to have
they're going to bring that.
They're going to have average guards.
Back.
Yeah, they're going to have average guards. They're going to have two good big men, and then Ben Simmons probably going to be running point forward. So it's probably going to be circled around those three main pieces. So I think that's why they said, we'll get rid of Nerlens Noel because he is smaller. He's he's less efficient from them, from the free throw line than both others. So I see where they're coming from. And Nerlens Noel did have more time to prove himself, and I don't think he has. Yeah. So.
I thought he was coming into his own this year.
He was this year, but
and it's so weird because you saw a team go from they were going into every game expecting to lose, and then when they started winning, you could see some of these guys that the Philadelphia they were pissed at beforehand, but then once they started winning, they could see what they could actually do. Noel started, coming out of nowhere. He played really well. I was at the game when he first got in this season because he had that whole long break where they didn't play him at all.
Yeah.
I went to that game with my buddies, and the crowd went crazy because it was just they had enough of what the team was doing to him and not playing him. But I thought he was really coming into his own, and I wanted to see Okafor go more than him. I thought.
I feel like Okafor just didn't have enough time to fully display how good of a basketball player he is. So I think that's why they're giving him more of a shot than Nerlens. But I like the trade for both of them. I think they're both going to actually have a good they're going to actually benefit well from this trade because now you have somebody. Nerlens can learn from Dirk Nowitzki how to be an actual post scorer, so his offensive game is going to improve.
Yeah.
Even with just half a season left, it's still going to help him tremendously. He has somebody to and with that new team with Seth Curry and Yogi coming into his own and all that, I think the Mavericks are going to really do. Both teams are actually going to.
Now, are they basically renting Nerlens Noel? Do you think he's going to re-sign?
I think so.
With them?
I think
Yes.
so.
You don't see that. I don't know.
He's
going to get paid.
Yeah, they're going to pay him. They're going to pay the man because first of all, you don't want him to go away, and he's the new young guy as a big man. You want to they're not going to get rid of him right away, and I don't think he'd want to go anywhere else. I don't really think he would want to just.
I can't imagine going from 3 teams in a half a year.
Exactly.
I feel like this is preparing. They brought Nerlens Noel in because they're preparing for Dirk's departure. They're preparing for his retirement.
He's up over the 40s now, so
yeah,
he's
and not only that, but like you said, he can play the power forward position too.
Yeah.
So once Dirk Nowitzki leaves, I think that whole system of we're going to give the ball to Dirk Nowitzki in the post and basically let him do his thing, and then when they double team, just kick it out. That's gone. Now, I think they're like I said before, the Mavericks as a team are revolving around their young players like Harrison Barnes. They're revolving around Seth Curry.
Yeah.
And I like it. I like the little scheme. I can see this down the road, but it's one of those things where you have to see it before you believe it. Because just like last year, everybody said, "Oh, D Rose and Melo and Porzingis, that's going to be a nice squad." And then now look at them. It's just.
Now, another big trade that happened, this was actually more about a week ago or so or whatever. DeMarcus Cousins going to the Pelicans.
Grimy. They did him dirty.
I love it.
They did him dirty.
Now, the actual trade was DeMarcus Cousins and Omri Caspi from the Kings for Tyreek Evans, Buddy Hield, Langston Galloway, and 2017 first and second round picks. Now, I love Buddy Hield.
Yeah, but he's not worth it. No. Boogie, no.
I don't see anybody in this trade that's enough for DeMarcus Cousins.
They did not want
the Kings take a loss. Did they take a loss?
Yes, immediately.
They took a player loss, but they're more like they didn't want him. They didn't want him. They didn't want what's his name? Barnes. Mike, what's his name? First name? Barnes. Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes. Yeah.
They didn't want that. The attitude those two displayed more than anything else. I think that was what they just wanted to have a new change. And when you saw Vlade Divac speaking in his interview, he kept deflecting, saying, this is the best move we could get. We wanted to change the culture around here, blah, 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 blah. So the Pelicans, they won it. They won the deal. They got the better part of the deal. But I feel that the Kings actually have more potential. Forget Tyreek Evans. Forget the other guy. Buddy Hield and the two other... And
Buddy Hield and Langston Galloway. Langston Galloway isn't a god-awful player.
Okay.
But he's okay.
Yeah.
The only one I see is Buddy Hield, who is the best.
He's got upside.
He
hasn't had a great year this year.
Oh, yeah.
But, like any NBA player, you got to give them a year or two to come into their own.
True.
Wait, first off, is Omar Caspi still on the Kings?
No,
he got traded with Cousins.
First off, I didn't even. Now that I know that, I love that. I love that move. I absolutely love that move. You have the best power forward with the best center. So you have the two best big men in the league, and then you have a sharpshooter, and then you have like a solid point guard in Drew Holiday.
He's
solid.
Yeah, he's
solid. Yeah,
he's
solid's a good word to put for him because he's not a superstar, but he's not somebody that's going to throw a game for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's like he'll give you like on a good night he'll probably give you like 15 to 18.
Yeah, I was just saying more like 15 sounds more like it.
But I didn't even know that. But now that I know that, I love it. I love the deal. That's the best thing New Orleans has done since they changed their name.
Now, what is the Pelicans' end game here? Do they think that they're going to have a shot at a title soon?
They're going to have a shot in the playoffs this year.
Yes.
I think. Now, this is my personal opinion. If they get to the 8th seed, there's a problem with Golden State. Now, this is just my personal opinion due to matchup reasons.
Yes.
There's nobody guarding those two.
Okay.
Nobody there can guard. The only one who's actually going to play, who can actually protect the paint for them is Kevin Durant. JaVale McGee can't do anything half the time.
And we talked about this the last show. They use Draymond Green sometimes as a center.
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
And who's he going to match up? Who's he going to play?
The death matchup is not going to work against them.
It's really not.
It's not. And
They're just going to shoot the lights out, and they better hope they're hot.
And the worst part about like those two big men in particular is that not only can they rebound, not only can they post, but they both can shoot.
They both can dribble.
And they both can dribble. So you got somebody who's 6'10", 6'11",
yeah,
maybe 7 foot, dribbling, taking you off the dribble to the rack. And then not only that, but if you're playing far off them, can shoot it right over top of you. And you're only what, like 6'8", 6'9"?
How do you guard these two?
Now here's the thing. The league leaders this year for points, the top 5, number 4 is DeMarcus Cousins, and number 5 is Anthony Davis. They are not on the rebounds top 5, but they get a ton of rebounds.
Are they in the top 10?
I would have to imagine they would have to. Yeah, hold on, let me see this. They are. DeMarcus Cousins is 11.
Yeah. Okay.
And. Wow! Where is Dave? Or where's
he in the top 20?
You just passed it. He's.
I just passed it. He's 6th. Right. Anthony Davis. Yep, he's 6th.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, that's just outside for him.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Cousins at 11. Kevin Love gets more rebounds per game than DeMarcus Cousins. That's what it says right here.
He's not around right now, but.
They got a whole list of that. But
I think they'll be fine.
I mean, this team, are they going to bring back the big man mentality?
Yes.
Because for a while, the game was dominated by sharpshooters, and that's all it was. It was skilled sharpshooters.
Yeah.
You're not going to see too many, like, Shaqs.
Yeah.
They're not
you're never going to see
deal.
Shaq again.
No.
But you can definitely see something.
But that type of game, they're going to bring that back?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love it.
Them and the Sixers are going to have, that's where it's going to start. But it's going to be more, there's going to be more of a trend of it. In the next couple of years, because point guards have been cool and all for the past couple of years, and like from D Rose to Steph Curry, but like this is going to be a big man's game in a little bit of time. Give it a couple more years, it'll be a big man's game. You have Timberwolves with Karl Anthony Towns. It's going to be
this draft class might put that on hold a little bit because it's so deep at the guard position.
True.
There's not a ton of centers coming out in this draft, which I think spells another problem for the Sixers. They got Jahlil Okafor. Who's their 4 going to be?
They don't need a 4 because they have Joel Embiid. They can switch them both.
You need complementary players.
Yeah, but
getting rid of Ilyasova.
Joel Embiid has range. He can play. He can stretch. He can play the 4. Joel can play the 4. Joel Embiid can play the 4, and Okafor can play the 5.
You can't but Okafor has already proven that he can't be on the same court with Embiid and for it to work. He's already proven it.
You got to give it some time. I mean, how many times have they actually gotten like have they really had a chance to play like?
I don't know, but I just know that the chemistry was from the minute that Nerlens came on. That chemistry was good. The minute Ilyasova came on, that chemistry was good.
Yeah.
Okafor. No, if I'm being shown all these people that have great chemistry right off the bat with this future, what we are assuming is a future Hall of Fame player, why is somebody coming on that doesn't have any chemistry going to prove to me that he's going to be good? Right off the bat. And Embiid is so versatile with everything. Yes. So
he really is.
It really shouldn't be that hard to have chemistry with this guy. It's like, would you expect to have like...
Well, I mean, Kobe and Shaq didn't have chemistry, and they were one of the best players in the league. I mean,
no, they had chemistry on the court.
Yeah,
it's just off the court they had problems. It's just...
Well, they're still young. You got to give them some time.
But I'm saying like LeBron, like...
LeBron caused trouble with his teammates.
But I'm saying, like, on the court, that dude always finds a way to have a little bit of chemistry with the guys on his court. I just hope Okafor can, do something with his career.
There's so much potential there.
I think it's more of a pride thing. I mean, think about that. I just thought about it. Nerlens Noel, he wasn't the type of guy. He wasn't that guy. Mm-hmm. And because Joel Embiid was hurt last year, Jahlil Okafor had to become that guy for the Sixers. So he was their leading scorer, was he not? Last year?
He was. He was up around 17, I think, a game, 18 a game.
When you I was worried about with the Warriors and all these teams with these super teams, you have two players and they're young. They're young, and when they're going supposedly playing with each other, but they're both considered the man. One of them has to take a back seat.
Yeah, somebody has to take charge. Yeah,
and maybe Jahlil Okafor is
it's got to swallow his pride a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe.
it's maybe that's
it.
it.
Do that.
It's how hard that's going to be for him, seeing as he's been revered as a basketball god since he was in 8th grade.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. Everyone this is the NBA. I mean, all of these people were considered gods.
No, but you're asking the man to rearrange what he's seen himself for the last 15 years.
I mean, yeah, but you would have asked Nerlens Noel to do the same thing.
Yeah, but it's all about personality. You gotta remember, he went to Duke too. He just won a national championship the year he got drafted.
The number 3 pick.
And the number 3 pick. And
this guy sees himself as a starting center on a team and a superstar.
Yeah.
And now you're going to ask him, you know what? Why don't you take a couple minutes here and there, let Embiid rest so that he can get in.
They don't even need to take a back seat. They could run this together. I mean, the last dynamic duo you've seen like this is Tim Duncan and David
Parker
Robinson.
Oh yeah, the big man.
The big man wise. I mean, that's the most recent thing, and that was when we were what?
Yeah, we were young.
Young as hell.
Yeah.
So I think that
it's going to take time.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's going to take time with both of these.
I just hope this Colangelo knows what he's doing.
I think Ben Simmons is going to play a major part in this. I think
he's going to be LeBron-esque.
I think when Ben Simmons comes in, he's going to actually benefit more off of Jahlil Okafor than Joel Embiid, because Joel Embiid, as you saw, he could do his own thing.
Yeah.
He could dribble a little bit, he could shoot, he could post.
He can hit threes,
he do everything. But with Jahlil Okafor and Ben Simmons, they're not the shooters. So that's where the pick and roll game comes into play. The little drive, cut to the basket, and all that. So I think I don't know. I'm a little excited when Ben Simmons
gets the foothills.
Yes. I'm a little worried, because something like that could really ruin, especially Joel Embiid. I mean, it could. I'm not gonna say it's gonna ruin Joel Embiid, but I mean, when Joel Embiid, let's be honest, he's become the icon of Philly right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that? I mean, with Ben Simmons coming back, it could either go really well and they kick ass, or they
crumble.
Yeah,
because they can't work together.
Exactly. I mean,
personality game and.
Just the beauty of basketball. Just the beauty of basketball.
Yeah. Now, I'm putting air quotes around this. We're halfway through the NBA season. I got the league leaders here. I can tell you all the number ones for each section. Number 1 in points right now per game is Russell Westbrook. Number 1 in assists is James Harden. Westbrook is number 3. And James Harden is number 3 on the points. Field goal percentage is DeAndre Jordan.
Okay.
At 69%. Rebounds, Hassan Whiteside is number 1.
Yep.
Blocks, Rudy Gobert, number 1. And steals, number 1 is Draymond Green, with John Wall coming in second. Robert Covington made that list.
Really?
I just want to throw that one out there. Robert Covington is number 4 in the league with steals per game. Get the hell out. At 1.9 steals. Thank you, Robert.
Trash. Trash.
Now, LeBron is not at the top of any of these categories.
Is he in the top 10?
LeBron right now, the only category I see him on in the top 5 is assists at 8.8.
Okay.
In terms of points, he is
number 9.
Number 7.
Okay.
He's tied with Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, that's understandable.
Who is the MVP of your league right now?
Okay, so I was thinking about this for a while. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Right now, Russell Westbrook. But who do I like? If there's anyone else who deserves this more than anyone who probably won't get the recognition he deserves, it's Isaiah Thomas. Now I'm a hardcore Lakers fan. I hate the Celtics, but what Isaiah Thomas has been doing, it's been great.
I was going to agree.
I want Isaiah Thomas.
Now, when I hear MVP, at least for me, most people I think they hear points per game, that's it. What Isaiah Thomas has done for a Celtics team that
wasn't a damn thing.
I mean, what were they last year? They weren't much.
Were they in the playoffs?
Yeah, they were.
They were? I mean, they're still buns, though. They got kicked out like the first, second round.
And this guy was the last pick in the draft
Such a good
in his year. And that, I mean, he's done so much for that team.
He really has.
But you know this year it's going to go to Westbrook.
It has to because of the triple doubles. It has to.
Yeah.
Yes, I can say you can say triple doubles too, but it's just, I would say his like evolution of his own game. I mean, when he came into the league, he couldn't shoot. People were saying that he's not a point guard. He's just a shooting guard that plays the point guard position. He can't pass. He's a jack, and he takes bad shots. Even though sometimes he still takes bad shots. Mm-hmm. But you got to look at like how he's leading. Like, is he leading his team with rebounds? I don't think so.
Russell?
Yeah, I think not sure.
So Steve Adams probably
for rebounds.
I mean, he has to be up there.
Yeah,
he's averaging something like he's averaging more than 10. So
yeah, he's averaging like
Russell Westbrook is number 12 in the league with rebounds per game. He's averaging.
Are you serious?
Rebounds per game 10.5.
And at one point last year. He's a man child. And at one point last year, he was averaging more rebounds than Serge Ibaka, who, by the way, is a rebound machine. And I just think that his game has transcended, like, levels that people thought wouldn't happen.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, think about it. This man tore his ACL. And not many people like forget about it because of the way he's playing, how explosive he is, and it's obvious. It's going. I hope it's Westbrook, but I do see where y'all talking about with Isaiah Thomas.
Just to play devil's advocate for Harden. Harden is not very far down the list on rebounds per game. He's averaging 8.3 a game, and that puts him. He's number 3 in points. Harden is number 3 in points, number 1 in assists per game, and then rebounds, he's in 8.3. So he's a little bit further down the rebounds list, but he's 2 rebounds per game away from triple-double averaging as well.
How's their record looking?
Who, the Rockets?
Yeah.
Let me take a look.
Because they're winning.
Yeah,
they're a winning team. So I'm not even going to lie, James Harden really does deserve it, but I feel as though, like, he's going to be number 2 only to Russ. Russ is getting it.
Right now in the the Western Conference, the Rockets are number 3. They are 40-18.
Yeah. So
only behind the Spurs and the Warriors.
Yeah.
What the hell, man? The Spurs are just always good.
They're going to be good. They're going to be good until when we're in our 30s. I think that they're going to be good until then.
It's their system.
They just got everything. Even if you get rid of Pop now.
I wouldn't say that.
No, give them a couple years.
I wouldn't even say that. I would say like they're like, to me, the Spurs are like the New England Patriots of the NBA. Yeah. It's all system. It's like they pass and cut. Like, I love watching Spurs basketball. Like, when I play 2K, I like using the Spurs because like they're one of those teams where it's filled with role players. It's just filled with role players that play their role well.
Yes.
And it's just, and once you get like not even a superstar, but a star around them.
Well, right now they have 2.
They have 2
superstars.
Well, so, I mean, if you still want to count Tony Parker.
Tony Parker's.
I'd say Manu Ginobili is still a star.
I think he's
a Manu Ginobili star.
Yeah, he comes off the bench.
He's like a 6 man.
He's a good 6 man.
He's been a good 6 man.
He's a great 6 man.
Yeah. But they're just wow.
Good team. Such a good team. Such a good team.
Now the Cavaliers are Basically third they may be less than third in the league.
Yeah, what is that?
No, we're first.
Okay, well, they're first in the Eastern Conference, but in the entire NBA, the Cavaliers are 39 and 16th. They have the Rockets ahead of them, the Spurs ahead of them, the Warriors ahead of them.
Okay.
Do they have real trouble coming for them in the playoffs this year?
The only thing I see is the Boston Celtics, really. When it comes to that, I think the Boston Celtics, and I feel as though, don't get me wrong, they have more than what Boston has. But I mean, Boston's. I for some reason I'm feeling Boston. I feel like Boston would spell out the biggest trouble.
Now, this brings us to our last little discussion here. What is LeBron's longevity in this league left? There was a time when this guy was on the team, and that team was first in the whole NBA, and it was given.
Yeah.
How much longer can this man
How old is he?
sustain without without players that he has to bring in that are also stars?
I think he's like 33,
He's
maybe 32, 32,
He's
33.
going to play. He's going. I'm not going.
Well, he'll play till he's
going to play until
40s.
his late. He's going to play until 40 or like his late 30s.
Yes,
because first of all, he's going to want to just take every record there is. He's going to try. He's going to want to pass the assist record. He's going to want to pass the points record. He's going to want to pass Kobe at least. So I think honestly, this is the first time. This is a guy who can honestly break almost every single record when it comes to like career wise. Because this man, he's the quickest player to score. What 30,000? Wait, not 30,000. 25.
25. Yeah.
But still, like leading like what was he like in the top 10 of assists career wise, rebounds, some ungodly number of blocks, ungodly steals. Like this man is just a once in a lifetime player who's going to play for. I'd give him 7 years until he's 40.
7. I actually, and I'm a Cavaliers fan, but I actually kind of disagree with you. I think it's going to be 4. I give him 4 more years. I mean, you got to remember, one, I think he's like, you have the minutes per game average up there. He's like 37.
Yeah, right now he's at 37.5 on the season. For his career, he's at almost 39. He's at 38.9.
And there's 48 minutes in a game. So it was at one point, like last year in the playoffs, where he played the whole game.
Yeah.
Now
that's where
he's 30. He was 32 or 31 last year, and the NBA playing like professional basketball it's a wear and tear. It gives a wear and tear on your body. So for him to be 32 years old and playing like 48 minutes in a playoff game where it's a close game, it's unbelievable. But I feel that it has some negative aspects to like his longevity.
And now let's look at he's 6'8".
Yeah.
He's played the game, I would say, about half his career or half of his minutes, like a big man.
Yeah.
Right? He goes to the rim. Mm-hmm. He doesn't back down for people. He gets hit. He goes in. Well, yeah, I mean here and there, but he plays tough.
Yeah,
he tries to play tough. He puts a little body on people.
Oh, he does.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, all that, that's why big men don't typically last as long as Duncan did.
Yeah, true.
Or Nowitzki did.
Yeah,
they're rarities.
Yeah.
Because their knees give out on them. They're just too big.
I can see why he never did a dunk contest now. It makes sense. I mean, I can see it because, he's been playing 40 minutes for his entire career. Had he done those dunk contests? What? Yeah. Because even, let's think about a Kobe, for example. He started getting he wasn't playing 30 for until, what? He didn't play. The last time he played 30 was when he had, Steve Nash and Dwight Howard. I don't think he played the entire game anymore. He couldn't. So maybe
he's 32 years old right now.
Oh, 32.
Yeah, he's 32. He turns 33 in December.
Okay, I'll give him 8 years.
You give him what?
I'll give him 8 years.
8 years?
He has a post. He's gonna pick up a post game. Even more of a post game than he has now. He's gonna evolve as a player. Because right now he's dunking on people, he's doing his thing. He'll still be able to pass the ball. Once you know how to pass the ball, you know how to pass the ball. Once you know how to dribble, you can dribble. He can still make plays for people. Now he probably won't be dunking like crazy anymore, but he'll definitely be able to actually dominate the game. I'd say something Michael Jordan-esque, with the post fade back in, when he started getting older. Nothing like.
See, I don't know if he makes it to 40 though.
That's what I'm
38, 39.
I got him at 37.
38 to 40.
You got him at 37?
I have him at 37, 36.
I just don't. I don't know. For a guy that doesn't really get hurt and take breaks, like
True.
he doesn't take like a half a season off for an injury.
Yep.
That's a lot. That's a lot of time on the court.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but it also shows you how healthy this guy. Like this guy actually takes care of himself.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Takes care of himself until there's a problem.
Yeah.
But I think is there anything else you guys want to talk about? I think we covered pretty much everything right now that's going on in the NBA. Our next show we'll have to do a little bit more NBA talk because
there's going to be a lot of
there's going to be more stuff going on, I believe.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Let's go Lakers, even though we're
let's go Lakers with Magic Johnson now as your boy.
We're still trash. We're still trash. Third in the Western Conference. No, not third. What? Bottom three. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You guys are looking for that top 3 pick. I'm hoping you guys fall out so that the Sixers get it. That's what I'm hoping. I'll take that number 4 pick, 1 and 4. It wouldn't hurt.
We just need a center. Get us a big man. Get us a big man.
Take Ja. You can have him. Take Okafor.
No. I don't want him.
Man, he's really good. He's got great chemistry with everybody. So
Who you want to bring in? Jordan Clarkson?
Thumbs down. Yeah, Jordan Clarkson, who's ready to fight anyone. But
all right, I think that wraps up the Just Spitballin'.
Just Spitballin'.
This is the second show we're called Just Spitballin', but we've done quite a few sports shows. So
hey, man,
it's a good title. It's gonna work.
I like it.
For Just Spitballin', I'm Harry Hancock. With me as always is Dan Corbett.
Hi. I didn't know what to say.
And Elijah DeVore.
Take it easy, people.
Thank you all for listening. Make sure you listen to some of our other shows if you have any questions or concerns. We are on Facebook and Twitter as the Podcast Club at Del Val. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you for the next one.